Welcome to Linda's TV show, the home of news. If it is your first time of stopping by or coming across my YouTube channel, you are highly welcome. Please, I beg you for a favor, smash on that red button that says subscribe. Beside that red button is a notification bell. The essence of that bell is for you to be updated or informed each time or day I upload a new video. My returning subscribers, those who keep on watching my videos each time I upload, I appreciate your presence. I appreciate your comments in all my videos, both negative and positive ones. Thank you.
Time that every Biafran must know the road. You know my purpose of coming here on daily basis is to encourage you Biafrans, those of us who are believing and focusing on our freedom, the independence of Biafra. That is the ultimate. That is what we are pursuing. We cannot sing a joyful song in a strange land. If you look at the topic I chose here, you look at it. We cannot sing a joyful song in a strange land. Never. We cannot sing a joyful song in a strange land. It is Biafra or nothing. The only independent we can talk about is the independence of Biafra. And anybody living in that zoological republic, any indigenous tribe should pray earnestly that Biafra should come, because that is the only thing that will grant you your own independence. That is the only thing that will grant you your own independence. If you are watching from any part of the world and you are there, I tell you, the only thing that can grant you independence if you are an indigenous person in the zoological republic is the independence of Biafra. That is why the Biafran people are not relenting in our efforts. We are not looking back. We're not looking to east, west, and south. We're not looking to our shoulders. We are pursuing our freedom by all means possible. It is no longer time to cry, time to shout, or time to beg, or time to appeal to anybody. No. It is time to move. And the liberation of Biafra has started. I thank Chukwu Okeke Abiama that Biafran people are not relaxing. Biafrans are coming out from all angles, from all corners. Biafrans are coming out committed, and they are doing something. And before I continue, I have to thank everybody who have participated in yesterday's fundraising. The fundraising that was done yesterday, every single person who participated in that fundraising, I say, may Chukwu Okeke Abiama continue to guide and protect you. May Chukwu Okeke Abiama continue to replenish you. May Chukwu Okeke Abiama continue to increase you. And I bet you, whatever contribution you have made in that fundraising, it is going to be doubled in 10-fold, 100-folds. It's going to be doubled in 100-folds. Any contribution you make to support the ESN in that fundraising, it will be doubled in 100-folds. When you see the fundraising going on, it encourages us and it shows us that Biafrans want to go home truly. We want to go home. We want to go home. That is why you see Biafrans coming from all angles, making it a success. Regardless the propaganda, the attack against the autopiloted IPOB, everything they are doing, yet they are waxing stronger, moving up. We are waxing strong. No amount of madness, no amount of trouble is going to support us. No amount of trouble is going to support us. Chukwu Okeke Abiama is on the side. I will continue to be on the side. Ada Ozo, thank you so much for joining and happy Sunday. I appreciate everybody who have joined. Everybody, please share the video. As you're joining, you share the video. As you're joining, share the video in your own platform. Okay, Ike, I appreciate you. Chukwu Emeka, Biafra Spirit, I appreciate you. Okoye Obiora, I appreciate you. And every other person who has connected, I say, may Chukwu Okeke Abiama continue to guide and protect you. We will continue until Biafra come. We can never stop. It doesn't matter the attack they bring on our platforms. It doesn't matter the attack they bring to us individually. It doesn't matter the spiritual or physical attack they bring to us. We cannot stop. We are on a divine mission, and we will continue. We will continue. Please share the video. As you're joining, you share the video. When you are sharing, we can be able to overpower their attack. Because the attack is so they are trying to limit our views. They are trying to limit our audience. But we can break out of that very captivity by your own help and your own support. Today, look at my topic. I said it. That we cannot sing a joyful song in a strange land. It is so sad that people who are not independent are celebrating independence. People who are slaves, how can a slave be celebrating independence in the hand of the slave master? Only a madman does that. That only happens in Africa. It's only in Africa you will see people celebrating independence when they are in total slavery. Absolute and total slavery. There is no sign of independence anywhere in Africa. No sign of independence. Even those who claim to be independent, you look at them critically, you see that there is nothing like independence. The only place you can see people who are a little bit independent is in North Africa. Is in North Africa. Apart from North Africa, where you will see few people over there that are independent, few countries in North Africa that are independent, but when you come to the other part of Africa, none of them is independent. But you see them celebrating. The worst is Nigeria. Nigeria has never ever smelled anything called independence. But they are shamelessly celebrating. But for we Biafrans, we cannot sing a joyful song in a strange land. Biafrans cannot sing a joyful song in a strange land. That is why we are standing our ground. That is why we are not part of any celebration anywhere. Our own commitment is the liberation of Biafra, and we will continue to fight to liberate Biafra until the last man standing. Biafra must be liberated. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter what anybody does. It doesn't matter whether you agree or you don't agree with us. The liberation of Biafra must happen. It must happen, and it has started. The Biafran liberation has started. Water everywhere. All you need to do is to open your ears and your eyes and be mindful. Be security conscious. If you are a Biafran, I beg you in the name of Chukwu Okeke Abiama, be security conscious. Be security conscious. Be watching around you. Mainly those who are watching from Biafra land. Open your ears and your eyes. Look around you and see what is happening. Don't be distracted. Don't be distracted. A lot of distractions are going to come. A lot of distraction is going to come at this critical point in time. They have already started. You see their noise making of their election campaign, and a lot of why they are busy campaigning, why they are busy doing their 1 million march. The terrorists are still there. They are still there. Let me tell you, the terrorists that have been killing, kidnapping, committing all manner of atrocities, those terrorists that we were warned about, the terrorists that governor of Benue State have been crying and warning about, those terrorists that the prelate that they kidnapped warned about, the terrorists that Mazen Nanika have been warning us about, the terrorists that everybody have been warning about, the terrorists that went to war and killed people in Oduduwa land, they are still very much around. Put that at the back of your mind. Put that at those terrorists that they told you that they have taken over the forest in the southern part of Nigeria. When we were hearing it, it is not a rumor. It is not a rumor. They are still very much around, and they are coming closer. Do not pay attention to the campaign. Do not pay attention to anything called election. That is a distraction. A distraction for the pit of hell. This is a critical time that every Biafran must be security conscious. You must be security conscious. Let me tell you, if you are sleeping, you better wake up. We are in a very dangerous time. A dangerous time that this is a time that they have opportunity to strike. They are going to strike, and when they strike, a lot of people are going to go. Those who are not paying attention. When you hear sit at home, sit at home. When you don't have anything reasonable to do outside, stay indoor. Stay in your home. Let me tell you, this distraction that is coming is going to be more heavy. The distraction is going to increase. This word goes to mainly people in Biafra land. And if you have a family in Biafra land, please advise them. If you don't have anything to do outside, no point going out. If you hear sit at home, sit at home. We are much concerned about our people in Biafra land to secure them. I want you to ask yourself this question. Ask yourself this question. For a very long time, before this very election year has come, we have been hearing about the cry. The governors of state coming out to cry the way terrorists have taken over. We had so many reports, even from the caliphate, so many reports that the forests have been taken over in the southeast. We had reports from the international community, from international investigators, that the terrorists have taken over the southern part of Nigeria in their bushes that are occupied. We heard from the southwest, the Amoteku did their investigation, and they saw that the Fulanis have taken over, the Fulani terrorists have taken over the forest. In the southeastern part of Nigeria, all the forests have been occupied by these people. You heard the governor of his state crying that they have taken over, and they are going to unleash war against you. Ask yourself, why is it that all of a sudden nobody is talking about that issue again? Have they suddenly stopped? Have they suddenly stopped? Have you ever had any announcement where they told you that those weapons, they were telling us that we are in the bushes, hidden in the bushes? Have you ever had any announcement that those weapons were recovered? Have you ever had any announcement that the Fulani terrorists who has been in the forest for a very long time have been chased away or they have been taken over? Have you ever had anything of such? Have you had anything of such? If you have not heard anything of sort, ask yourself, why is it that at this particular point in time, nobody is talking about that? Ask yourself, why is it that nobody is mindful of talking about that? They are busy now chasing the election. Everybody talking about campaign and campaign, talking about what does not matter. Even their military do not pay attention to the Fulani terrorists anymore. They don't pay attention to their whole attention now is focused on Biafrans who are fighting for a legitimate right to liberate themselves from the captivity that they are in. The whole focus that they have is now focusing on the Biafra people who are fighting for a legitimate right to be free from slavery. They are in slavery and they are celebrating independence. We are not the same with them. You see where we don't meet. You see why we don't have anything in common with these people. Biafrans, we cannot sing a joyful song in a strange land. That is Biafran. We can't. We know that we are kings and princes. We know who we are. And we cannot accept second class, third class, or anything apart from first class. We can't accept it. Not only out of pride, but because we worked for it. Chukwu Okeke Abiama gave it to us. We worked for it and we protected it. And we cannot give it up to anybody. We cannot sing a joyful song in a strange land. It doesn't matter how they try. It doesn't matter the attack they bring. It doesn't matter their strategy. We cannot sing a joyful song in a strange land. You see where we don't meet with them. Why they are in slavery. Why they are in going deeper into slavery. They are busy celebrating independence. How can you be celebrating independence when a country that doesn't have anything to offer today, a country that are not able to pay their workers, a country that cannot be able to service the debt they are owing to other countries, the debt they are owing, they cannot be able to service. I'm not talking about payment, servicing of the debt. They have to borrow money to service the debt they are owing. They have to borrow money to service the debt they are owing, and yet they have the time to celebrate what they call independence. And let me tell you, if they begin to bring the amount they spend in celebrating this slavery, if they tell you the amount they spend in celebrating their own slavery, you'll be wondering. You'll be wondering. You'll be wondering. A country that doesn't have any reserve, a country that have borrowed and borrowed and borrowed, they have borrowed and they've lost count of borrowing. They have borrowed on even the people who are borrowing the money are scared now. They cannot borrow them anymore. They borrow to pay workers. They borrow, even the oil they are stealing in Biafra land. It is no longer in vogue. The oil is now what they do is to steal the oil, sell and put the money in their pocket. They don't even return it. There is no place, no sign of development, no sign of moving forward, and no sign of any improvement anywhere. And yet somebody is busy talking about independence. The only independent that can guarantee you a better life in the Zoological Republic, it doesn't matter your tribe, it doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter your location. The only independent that is going to grant you a total freedom is the independent of Biafra. If Biafra is free, every indigenous tribe in the Zoological Republic will be free. You will celebrate a tangible and reasonable independence. It is only then and then. A slave doesn't celebrate independence. There's no way you can be a slave and you're celebrating independence. Today, Biafra land is under occupation. Biafra land is under occupation by the terrorists of Nigeria. That is why we cannot even mention anything called independence, because now we are in liberation. To liberate ourselves. When we have liberated ourselves by the special grace of Chukwu Okeke Abiama, by 2023, we are going to celebrate our full independence, whether the devil like it or not. In 2023, we will celebrate our own independence. Then we'll be totally free from the captivity of the Zoological Republic. The only thing that can guarantee you an independence, it doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter your tribe, it doesn't matter your location. What we are fighting for, what Mazen Nandekane, the supreme leader of IPOB, has been talking about is what? Self-determination for every indigenous person. Self-determination. Self-determination for everybody. He is not selfish. Mazen Nandekane wasn't selfish to fight only for Biafran people. Mazen Nandekane went out of his way to preach the gospel, to sensitize and wake every indigenous tribe up. And I thank Chukwu Okeke Abiama that today, even our Oduduwa brothers are standing firm. Our Oduduwa brothers, they are doing wonderfully well, working their way out of that Zoological Republic. Our Oduduwa brothers, they are working their way out of that Zoological Republic. The Middle Belters are doing their own work on the ground to walk away from that Zoological Republic. Do not be deceived with the camouflage you are seeing. Do not be deceived with the very few people you see that come and act their drama. Do not be deceived with the hunger that is flowing everywhere. They use hunger to cover everywhere, and you see people out of hunger. Whenever they hit the drum, they will go. But deep down in them, when you interrogate them, you see them talking about their freedom. Let me tell you, every human being living in the planet Earth want freedom. Every single one of them that are talking about one Nigeria today, they want freedom and they need it. When you sit with them one-on-one, some of them who are Biafrans that are supporting one Nigeria, see them one-on-one, they will tell you they love Biafra. How they wish that this Biafra will come. But the fear of the known, cowards, they cannot come out and fight for that thing that they know that is right. They can't come and fight for it. But I thank Chukwu Okeke Abiama that we're not all the same. There are still Biafrans who can stand their ground against all odds, against all intimidation, against all attack. You see Biafrans who can still stand gidigba. It doesn't matter the attack, and we are speaking out. Facing all the dangers and all the attacks, yet we are speaking out for our freedom. And let me tell you, a coward dies a million times before his death. A coward dies a million times before his real death. That is why you must not be a coward. It doesn't matter your tribe. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your location. As long as you are an indigenous person in that Zoological Republic, you have to pray and join Biafrans to fight for your own freedom. You have to speak up, and the time is now. The time for liberation, that opportunity, if it slip out of you again, you can never get it. This opportunity have come several times. This very opportunity that we are seeing today, it came during the time of NSAS. NSAS was a mega rally, a mega uprising in Nigeria. There has never been anything like NSAS then. Our Supreme Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, in as much as NSAS was not for Biafra, it was for a better Nigeria. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu supported the NSAS. He broadcast even 3 good times every day. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was online supporting them. But what happened? You remember what happened? Because of hunger, people forgot the NSAS and they began to pursue palliative. They began to pursue palliative. Once a warehouse was open for palliative, it was just about palliative. Nobody was ready for the NSAS anymore. That was how it failed. Don't forget. And it's going to play again. Now you see them shouting obedient. Wait until the bullion van begin to roll out. When the bullion van begin to roll out and they begin to throw money, you see them, they will drop their so-called obedience. They will drop it. You will see them singing a different song. I think they have started. For us Biafrans, we don't care. We are not part of it. Whatever they do doesn't concern us. We are not interested in it. For the genuine Biafrans, we know our stand. Our liberation have already started. And in 2023, why they are deceiving themselves? In 2023, we are preparing our way home. And we are going home. It doesn't matter whether you join or you don't join. It doesn't matter whether you listen or you don't listen. It doesn't matter whether you support or you don't support. Already, enough Biafrans are on the line, making sure that Biafra will come. That is why I thank Chukwu Okeke Abiama. Every single Biafran that is following and participating. Look at the fundraising that happened yesterday. People came out. And people are still supporting. Even without the fundraising, people are going on their own way to make donation. And if you're watching me, this is the time for you to go out your own way. Don't wait until the day of fundraising. The link is here. Make your donation. Anything you can do to make Biafra come, it is now. It is now. Do not allow anybody to weigh you with any propaganda. Let me tell you, blackmail is going to increase. Deceit is going, distraction is going. You've not seen distraction, though. You have not seen distraction. You have not seen anything yet. More distraction is going to come. But you have to stand your ground. This is when you know who is who. There is no game, there is no script that they will play today that have not played before. That's the funniest thing. The Zoological Republic doesn't have they don't have any strange tactics. They don't have any strange tactics that you have not seen before. Any tactics you have seen today is what you have seen before. Let me tell you, even the OB, you see that they're shouting everywhere. OB is saying exactly the same thing the other politicians have said. Exactly the same message of the other politicians. That is what he's preaching. The same message. Even when the late Muhammad Buhari came in, late Muhammad Buhari message was even more palatable than this one now. And let me tell you, this drama you are seeing is going to end very soon. It's going to end. Just like in the NSAS. In the NSAS, when we thought that they have got it right, our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu genuinely was supporting the NSAS, even when the NSAS was not for Biafra. NSAS was for a better Nigeria, as they wanted it, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave them that chance. That is how good Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, a man of good heart. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is never selfish. He's not working only for the Biafran people. His interest is to make sure that every indigenous person in that Republic gets his own right, equal right for everybody. That is what he stands for, and that was why he supported the NSAS from the day one. During the NSAS time, he was broadcasting more than he broadcasted another day, 3 good times every day, supporting. But what happened when the palliative door was opened? When the warehouse for food was opened, they pursued their belly. They began to pursue their belly and forgot about their freedom. All those food they collected during the palliative, they didn't last how many, up to a month? All those food they collected from warehouse, all those food they looted from warehouses, they didn't last for a month. It didn't last up to a month. And that the drama ended. And they went back to the cry. And today, you see them again coming out today. The same youth, you see them today coming out. Hey, obedient, you see them. They're doing 1 million march. You see them. But wait until when the bullion van begin to come out. Just wait. Just wait. When the money bags begin to throw the money to them, you will see the game will change. It is going to change. It's a script that has been played time and time again. When they begin to unleash all their weapons, they unleash their bullion van, unleash their money, unleash their force, military force, unleash all the powers they have, then you know who is going to stand. You know who is going to stand to defend your Obi? I always ask them, go back and check. Go back and check what happened in history. Go back and check people whose the same thing happened in the past. What happened? I always refer to Abiola, MKO Abiola. MKO Abiola was loved by every single Nigerian. MKO Abiola was loved by every Nigerian. He got the support, both Muslims and Christians. They supported him. South East, Southwest, South North, everywhere supported MKO Abiola. But did he become a president? Did he become a president? He never became a president. Did heaven fall? Heaven never fall. They still went about their business as if business as usual. What did he get? Just recently, they begin to say they are celebrating what they call they make him they put his name on Democracy Day, even when they know they didn't even have that democracy that the UKO died for. They never achieved it. They never achieved it. If the only thing that will redeem you, the only thing that will redeem you and give you freedom is self-determination. Self-determination for every indigenous tribe. The Oduduwa people will go their separate ways. The Middle Belt will go their separate ways. The Biafran people of the Southeast will go their separate ways. That is the only thing that will guarantee your freedom. And Biafrans, we cannot sing a joyful song in a strange land. That is why we are crying, we are shouting, we are fighting. The stage we are now is not even the stage of shouting or crying. It is the stage of fighting. That is where we are today. In case you forgot, Biafran have entered a full-time armed struggle. That is what we are in today. And you're going to start seeing things. You will go and see, things are going to begin to unveil. You are going to be seeing things unveil. An advice has been given. Those of you who are Biafrans and you are in the military, you are in the police, for your own sake, if you have a brother, a sister, uncle, a friend that is in the police, tell them, if they cannot be inside and sabotage, they should be able just say goodbye. They should just resign. Resign. We are not begging you to resign and join the struggle. Resign for your own sake to secure your life. Resign for your own sake. Resign and secure your own life. Because the enemy that will send you to us, they will be the same people to take you out. The enemy that will send you after your own brothers, they are going to be the same people to take you out. It is a script that have been played several times. They have been playing the script again and again and again. A country that kills its own. A country that will send you for an errand at the same time they will send people after you to destroy you. They have done it again and again. They did it in NSAS. A country that had the guts to open fire on innocent children, innocent youth who we are only asking for a better Nigeria. They were not asking for Biafra. They were not asking for Dudua. They were not asking for Binubet. They were asking for a better Nigeria. They opened fire on them while they were holding the flag, while they were singing the national anthem. They stained that with the blood. And yet, you are there. You are there participating in that evil again. You are there legitimizing people that committed murder, that massacred your fellow human being. This is the height of the whole evil. Black people don't seem to have conscience in them. They don't feel humanity. Humanity is not in any one of us. Sometimes I begin to think that humanity is not in the heart of the black people. Mainly the Biafra, the Nigerian people, the people in the Zoological Republic. They don't feel anything in humanity. Their fellow human beings' life is used to build. The blood of the innocent is used to build a country for you, and you are happy in it, and you are endorsing it, you are supporting it. Again and again, a blood of the innocent in your own presence will be used to build a nation before you, to build a nation, even when you know that nation will not stand, because you cannot build any nation on the blood of the innocent that you've expected to stand. It can never stand. You see it happen, but because it is not your brother, because it is not your sister, because you are not directly affected, that is why you don't want to say anything. You don't want to say anything because it doesn't affect you directly. A country that has murdered its own in NSAS, every tribe was involved. NSAS was not about Biafra. It wasn't about the Dudua. It wasn't about the Middle Belt. It was about their so-called better Nigeria. The youth were simply asking for a better things. They listed what they wanted. They needed nothing, just a better nation. That's what they wanted. And they opened fire on them. On that attack, Biafrans were dead, murdered. On that attack, Oduduwa people were murdered. In that attack, Middle Belters were murdered. And people tend to turn a blind eye to it today. Today you are coming out, supporting that same evil. That is what you are doing today. Even during that incident, you saw that while you were in the southern part of Nigeria, crying and asking for change, in the north, they were saying that they are okay. They say they don't know, they are okay. Even the SARS you want to end, they say they should bring the SARS to them in the north. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? You are not in the same country with them. You are not in the same country. The north and the south is not the same and can never, ever, ever be the same. It doesn't matter how you pretend. It doesn't matter how you pretend. It doesn't matter how you pretend. They can never be the same. Today you see people dancing from one end to the other, talking about PWB and all this. Just wait. The drama is going to end before you and I. We will still come back here and talk about it. But for we Biafran, then we are gone already. Because our Supreme Namazin Nanagana said it that before 2023, that the zoo will be destroyed. And Biafrans will go. Mazin Nanagana said it first. Before our spokesperson, Mazin Simon Epa, came and announced it. That is why I tell you that Mazin Simon Epa is playing the template of Mazin Nanagana. There is nothing Mazin Simon Epa is saying today that Mazin Nanagana has said. Everything Mazin Simon Epa is doing and saying today are the things that Mazin Nanagana has said in the past and told us that they will happen. The template of Mazin Nanagana is what Mazin Simon Epa is playing. And we are going to make sure. We are going to make sure. No matter what anybody is doing, no matter what anybody is saying, no matter where you bring your attack, no matter what you do, we are going to make sure that the legacy of Mazin Nanagana is sustained. This platform you are listening for in a platform autopiloted by Chukwu Okeke Abiama himself. A platform in the movement autopiloted by Chukwu Okeke Abiama himself under the leadership of Mazin Nanagana with the spokesmanship of Mazin Simon Epa. That is where we stand. Unshakable, unbribable, unchangeable, consistency personified. That is where we stand. Truth and nothing but the truth. If you don't like the truth, go and hug the transformer. If you don't like the truth, hug the transformer. But if you stand for the truth, good for you. Salvation is coming. We cannot sing a joyful song in a strange land. We cannot sing a joyful song in a strange land. There is no way a sensible person will be in slavery and you'll be celebrating independence. Only a mad person does that. Only a man, even a mad person cannot celebrate independence in the hand of the captor. They don't. They don't. But you see people who are slaves, who are still in the hand of the British. The British dictate every single thing that happens in that Zoological Republic. Just ask me, tell me, why is it that anybody that wants to participate in election in the Zoological Republic must go to Britain? Why is it so? You are an independent person. You have your own mind. You have your own say. Why is it that anybody that wants to be a president in your country will first of all go to Britain and take permission? The next time you see them, you fly to US to go and take permission. Until they have been endorsed in America and Britain before ever they can be able to succeed in their own country. And you don't see that as something. And you are seeing that as normal. You see it as normal.
Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.